After over 30 years of wrangling, Brazil has enacted a law requiring public universities to reserve places for the underprivileged, as well as black and mixed-race students. However, this new law has stirred up an intense national debate about the program's fairness. CTV's correspondent Liu Xiaoqian reports from São Paulo.
It's 7 o'clock in São Paulo. Inside the shabby building in the downtown of the city, a special meeting starts. It's the weekly session of Educafro, organization preparing black and low-income students for university entrance exams. In August this year, the Brazilian Senate enacted new legislation called the Law of Racial and Social Quotas. It is an affirmative action program requiring Brazilian universities to reserve half of each class for the students who study in the nation's public schools. One quota specifies that 25% of the spot should be given to students of African descent and to American students. It is considered a big victory for lower middle class, especially for Brazilians of African descent, who account for 51% of Brazil's population and still suffer from economic and educational inequality.
It's as if we were running in a race. I begin on the starting line, but someone from a private school begins 200 meters front of me.
The new legislation gives Brazil's 59 federal universities only 4 years to ensure that half of the entering class comes from public schools. However, many people include lots of education establishment here in Brazil as a question. The principal function of the university is to produce knowledge or repair the social injustice and pay the historical debt. Critics here say the government has created a quota system to divert attention from a lack of federal funding to improve the quality of public education. Some educators express concern about how the new system will affect their ability to teach. In 2004, the University of Brasilia became the first federal university to establish a quota system. But 8 years later, faculty members still untrained to cope with classrooms mixed with regular students and quota students whose abilities could differ widely.
No one has asked me to prepare for the quota students. There'll be different levels of intelligence in the classroom and no preparation for us to do the job. This is very tough and needs a lot of dedication. It will be a serious problem.
Getting into a university doesn't end the discrimination either.
Nowadays, there's a new sign in the universities. The Amerindian students in the university are the guerrillas of the 21st century, because we are still fighting. Fighting for what? Today, when we want something, we have to fight for it, to debate.
To debate, to fight. That's what the members of Educafro are preparing to do. While slavery ended in Brazil more than 100 years ago, equality is not yet a reality. Even with this new law. Liu Xiaoqian, CCTV, São Paulo.